C12 911. Grr today, Riasi. We still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground. We thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Willis now off of play action. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Slot man moves right. Ran it last time, now fields to throw. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Fields now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action with Willis. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down, it's Willis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. That'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't you practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Lions at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is...
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And this one is incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off play action, Fields. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On On 2nd and 12, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
From the 36, Willis. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down. Doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it. And as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything. All the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Quez Watkins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw complete there to Moore. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Come on. Hey. Gravity Rangers. Come back team. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19 tight.
Willis will look to pass again here. Throw right side, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fields throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Fields. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. In motion goes the tight end. On play action, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. They go with Chubb on second down. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 110 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Look at 19, 5 7 Pirates.
First and 10, it's Willis. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Second down throw coming by Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff to Barkley on the option. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up. But it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. On first down, Willis. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They pitch it to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In motion right is Wilson. Third down, it's Willis. Wilson's got it complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. The shotgun snap to Willis. And in for the Lions touchdown. Elijah Moore with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 12, Willis going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 2nd down, Willis. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, here's Chubb again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going on fourth down. Here's Willis. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Lions are going to